Welcome to Desmond's Donders. Let's head off on a donder. Well, looks like we made it to Avebury. Let's take a look round. Avebury henge and stone circles are one of the greatest marvels of prehistoric Britain. Built and much altered during the Neolithic period, roughly between 2850 and 2200 BC, the henge survives as a huge circular bank and ditch encircling the area that includes part of Avebury village. Within the henge is the largest stone circle in Britain, originally of about 100 stones, which in turn encloses two smaller stone circles. Avebury is part of the extraordinary set of Neolithic and Bronze Age ceremonial sites that seemingly formed a vast sacred landscape. They include West Kennet Avenue, West Kennet Long Barrow, the Sanctuary, Windmill Hill and the mysterious Silbury Hill. Many can be reached on foot from the village, and together with Stonehenge, Avebury and its surroundings are a World Heritage Site. December 22nd, 2019. Uncomfortable because of the residents parking only signs, we ended up in the main car park at Avebury, where we settled in for a copper and then bed, and we're off to see the stones in the morning. The 23rd of December 2019. We were up early. The road past the car park must be a rat run of sorts. It was actually good to be up early, as we managed to see the stones in relative quiet before the crowds arrived. It was really busy by 11 o'clock. We returned to the van and Lindsay made a brew. Lindsay then went off again to check out the shops. I stayed at the van as I had slipped and jarred my back on the muddy steps around the stones and the embankment. Lindsay returned with mementos and goodies from the shops. After lunch we decided to move on, and we headed for a place he had been told about by another tuber, the Sanctuary. We're here immediately after the solstice, and some places are still roped off, supposedly to prevent erosion of the banks, but I suspect more likely crowd control for the solstice. These pictures embody to me what Avebury is all about. Among the stones and the banks and trees, you really get a feel for the atmosphere of the place. These trees mark the spot where local legend says Tolkien was inspired to write The Lord of the Rings. And you have to admit, they're an inspiring sight. And this tree is known as Tolkien's Tree. The sanctuary was a stone and timber circle near the village of Avebury in the southwest English countryside. Excavation revealed the location of the 58 stone sockets and 62 post holes. The ring was part of a tradition of stone circle construction that spread throughout much of Britain, Ireland and Brittany during the late Neolithic and early Bronze Age. Over a period between 3300 and 900 BC. The purpose of such monuments is unknown, although archaeologists speculate that the stones represent supernatural entities for the circle's builders. December 23rd, 2019. The sanctuary was a bit noisy, but a nice spot for the night. We crossed the road to check the site of an old wooden henge, which turned out to be wooden markers for an old Stonehenge. Later, we had a surprise visit from Sandy, the Wiltshire man. He'll be back tomorrow morning. Later, we watched our photos and videos and settled in for the night.
No, it won't.
Here's Sandy, the Wiltshire man, one of the many people we're meeting on this trip.
Hi everybody, I'm really delighted to meet Dave. First time I've met him in person. Been following his channel now for, what, a year or more, isn't it? I suppose. Yeah. And I really like the fact that they go to all these wonderful places, and places that I hopefully plan on visiting early next year, which is only now 3 or 4 months away, on my little motorcycle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Perhaps I'll meet up with you again.
Oh yes,
definitely.
Let us know your plans.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, happy?
Silbury Hill is the largest artificial prehistoric mound in Europe, probably built over a short period between about 2470 and 2350 BC. It is one of the most intriguing monuments in the prehistoric landscape of the Avebury World Heritage Site. Its purpose or meaning for the late Neolithic people is unknown, but its enduring presence in the landscape has inspired myth and legend as people have sought to explain its purpose. We're at Silbury Hill, or given the prevailing conditions, maybe be renamed Silbury Island. Still in the Avebury area. The weather was a bit wild this morning, but the sun's shining and we're out being tourists. Still plenty of traffic about, as you can hear, and a lot of the time it's making video unusable, but we'll persevere. 24th of December 2019. We had a little lie-in this morning and we were still eating our breakfast when Sandy and Mandy arrived. We had a great time chatting. After a long chat, Sandy and Mandy headed out to explore. We got sorted and headed for Silbury Hill. We had a late lunch and then decided it was time to do some admin. Yes, time to fill and empty the various containers. We got sorted in Marlborough and chuckled at the fact that the town is twinned with the town in Gambia where Colin is spending the winter. Thank you for watching Desmond Stoners. We'll hope you'll join us again for more photos, waffle and video as we travel around Scotland. Bye for now.